Okay, this is part 2 of the running record video. So I just showed you that in order to find his score, you take 284 divided by 295, and we got a score of 96%. So 96% is, that means this is his independent reading level, because anything above 95% would be his independent reading level. So what we have, and this is just for decoding. We haven't even covered comprehension yet. But on decoding, if you have 95% or above is independent. So that is the level that he can read all on his own and not have any trouble. And then 90% to 94% is instructional. So instructional is where you want to focus your tutoring. Those are the books in general that you should be using with your tutoring lessons. And then below 90%, so 89% and below, that's frustrational, and that's going to be really too hard for your student. So because he is independent here, what I would do, and I'm not going to do this on the video, but what I would do is go a level higher and see how he does on that one. Now, since this is a level Z, that's where the benchmark passages stop. This is the hardest benchmark passage on reading A to Z. So you would have to either find a different book that is like harder than a level Z, or you might just use my assistance, or even go by grade level at that point. So level Z is actually 5th grade level, so you might want to look for some like middle school texts and things like that. So that really all depends. But yes, if with his 96%, I would go one level above. If he were to have scored let's say an 89% on this, then I would want to go easier. So then I would do Y next, and then X, and keep going until I find his instructional level, because that's really the most important level. The one that we want is instructional. But now I'm going to go to the comprehension, and I have the kind of cheat sheet over here. So question 1 was, why does Grandpa call Camila seeing eye? And the answer was C, and so he got that one correct. 2, the answer was C. He also got that one correct. Question 3 was A. He got that one correct. So far he is doing really well on the comprehension. And then question number 4, he chose C, and the answer was B. So this is one of the ones that he missed. So I'm going to put an X there. And then question 5 was C, and he put D. So again, he got that one wrong. So what he did score was 3 out of 5 on the comprehension, which comes out to 60%. Now 60% is not an independent reading level. This shows me that he is actually better at decoding than he is at comprehension. So what that means is that his reading level, his independent reading level, is actually not level Z, because he has trouble with comprehension. With the 60%, this would be a really good reading level to focus on for small groups. So in this instance, I would say if I were working with Julian in a small group, I would be looking for level Z books and focus my instruction mainly on comprehension over decoding, because he does just fine on decoding at this level. It's the comprehension that he really struggles with. And if you're confused about, well, I don't know what kind of comprehension skills to be working on, you can actually look at the specific questions. And especially if you look at this kind of cheat sheet over here, it will tell you some of the different areas that these questions focus on. So he got 1, 2, and 3 correct, but 4 and 5 are what he struggled with. And you can see that one of them is main idea and details. And if you recall, that was where he was supposed to summarize. So I would say actually a good area to focus on for him in small group is summary. And then the other one is analyzing plots. So and you even heard him, he said he was unfamiliar with, besides the introduction, he was unfamiliar with rising action, climax, falling action. So what I would want to focus on with him here is summary and story structure. So do like a story map with him. And so those are two areas right off the bat that I know that we can focus on. And so in summary, he did really well on his decoding, got a 96%, but on his comprehension got a 60%. So this shows me that he is better at decoding than he is with comprehension. I would want to choose this as our instructional level for small groups, because it is a good level for him to focus on practicing those comprehension skills. Okay, if he had gotten a 4 out of 5, I would say that this would be an independent reading level, but because it was only a 3 out of 5, this is a really good level to be focusing on.